As if I didn't drive the point home hard enough in the first video, I have 2 additional benefits and commonalities that cashback credit cards possess that tend to make them more appealing than travel rewards cards in many cases. And I have a bit of a bonus for you after those 2 benefits. The goal is to help give you a concept, a construct on how to stack credit cards in a way that can advance your finances in the long term and dig deeper than just sentimental value or memories like travel rewards cards tend to provide. So before we get into that context, I want to give you context on who I am so you know who you're getting this information from. Let me give you the intro. I'm James Phillips, licensed and certified relationship banker, small business specialist, and a seasoned loan broker. I hold a mortgage originator's license, life insurance license, FINRA, SIE, and Series 6 investment license, small business banking certification, and I've built my career at one of the biggest and best financial institutions in the country. With over 10 years of service, I've helped thousands of individuals and small businesses, ranging from those just getting started to those with 7 figures in net worth and 7 figures in business revenue. Essentially, I know what the hell I'm doing. I've taken my own personal finances from negative net worth territory to 6 figures in income, 6 figures in net worth, FICO scores ranging from 750 to 800 plus, as well as started a couple successful small businesses that are growing and have credit of their own. I'm here to bring that expertise to you on a daily basis on this channel to help you reach your own financial goals of stability and success. So in the first video, I gave context on why I believe cashback credit cards can be more valuable monetarily long-term than travel rewards cards. I gave a bit of a deep dive on the points and the benefits of each side, and I gave a little bit of context, a little bit of a roadmap or a blueprint on why cashback credit cards, if used effectively, can bring longer-term financial value than travel rewards cards. Now, aside from that first video's point, there's 2 additional benefits I didn't cover in that video that are very important as well. And that's going to be number 1, the fact that cashback credit cards have more favorable underwriting. Number 2, cashback credit cards are often more cost effective. So let's break these 2 benefits down a bit further. The first is going to be the underwriting component. When you think about cashback credit cards versus travel rewards cards tend to have a trend. And that trend is, in most cases than not, especially as those cards get more and more elite, they tend to be harder to get approved for. The point of those cards is to reach a very niche card user. It's determined to target those who travel on a consistent enough basis. The reward structure, the point multipliers, the back-end benefits of the card are almost all geared towards travel or some kind of complementary category to travel. So they're looking to target a certain card holder, and that means the underwriting is going to also be pretty strenuous and pretty targeted in comparison to cashback credit cards. When you think about it, most of your travel rewards cards, if you go from the C level, B level, and A level, most times if there's 2 to 3 versions in a card family of a travel rewards card. So if you think of the HILTON Honor series, or if you think of with the Chase Sapphire card, for instance, you have to, Sapphire Preferred in particular, you have to qualify for a $5,000 limit on that card to get approved for it. The Chase Sapphire Reserve is even more strenuous by requiring a $10,000 limit that you qualify for in order to get that card. And that same kind of pattern plays out when you look at the HILTON cards, and that goes across card families in the travel specific space. More times than not, once you get up to the second out of the 3 cards, or often if it's just 2 cards, the first and the second tier of those cards, more times than not, you're gonna have to qualify for a pretty decent limit to even get the card. The intent is to find higher spenders and more frequent travelers. So the underwriting, again, is a bit more strenuous. Now let's look over to the cashback side of this equation, cashback credit cards. If you look at the Chase Freedom lineup, to keep it in the Chase family, with the Chase Freedom, there's 3 different cards in that family. If you look at the Freedom Rise, Freedom Unlimited, and Freedom Flex, and every single one of those cards is on record for having a starting limit of $500. You see, the underwriting is just not as strenuous. Now, it doesn't mean that the limits can't grow to a higher level. We've definitely seen data points of the Chase Freedom limits going up to $30,000 or beyond on those cards if you can qualify for it. But the ground floor is a lot more accessible than it is with the Sapphire cards in this example, and that seems to be a theme that follows through every single card issuer's credit card lineup. So making the cashback cards a lot more accessible. When you go back to the first strategy I laid out in the very first video on this topic, I'm laying out a strategy where you need to be able to attain 6, maybe even 8 a more of these cards per year in order to exercise this strategy at a relatively high level and make it effective for you. That is extremely difficult to do with travel rewards cards. For one, it's not quite as many of them, and for two, the underwriting standards are higher. Brings me to my next point. The next reason that these cards are going to be less accessible when we talk about travel rewards cards versus cashback cards, and also making the strategy of trying to attain them multiple times per year to exercise those welcome bonuses and stack up that income, you have a cost analysis to assess when you're looking at travel cards versus cashback cards. What you will notice is that even in the highest tier of cashback credit cards, it is very uncommon to have annual fees with those cards. Cashback cards are often extremely cost effective. They have little to no annual fees on those cards. That is the total opposite when it comes to travel rewards cards. You're going to have annual fees once you get above the entry level. It is almost guaranteed. Again, because they're trying to help pay for those benefits offered on those cards. So you are going to find yourself in that same card family for travel rewards cards, stacking up the costs. And now you have to turn around and do an analysis on whether or not it makes sense based on your spending, the welcome bonus and additional benefits and the value of those additional benefits to pay that annual fee. And though it can make sense many times over, I am not anti-travel credit card, by the way. For those of you who are just catching this video new and didn't catch the first one, let me emphasize, I am not anti-travel credit cards. I have a few myself and I am a big fan, but I am making an argument that the long-term monetary value between the two categories leans in the cashback category. That goes for the first strategy that I brought down in the first video and the two benefits that I'm breaking down for you right now. Underwriting for cashback credit cards is more favorable. The likelihood of you qualifying for 4, 6, 8, or 10 of those cards in a year is significantly higher than trying to find, sort out, and qualify for 4, 6, or 8 travel credit cards in order to multiply and amplify those rewards. Is it doable? Yes. But is it harder? Yes. That having been said, the same thing goes for affordability. You can stack up 4, 6, 8, or 10 cashback credit cards and not pay a single annual fee on those cards out of that bunch while attaining hundreds to thousands of dollars in welcome bonuses in that same calendar year. Turn around on the other side of that equation with travel credit cards, you're going to pay tens, if not hundreds of dollars for each card. So when you add that up over the course, again, of 4 to 6, maybe even 8 cards, trying to stack out those welcome bonuses and the multipliers, you're going to run into a cost analysis issue, especially after year one when those welcome bonuses are no longer on the table and it's just dependent on your spend. So these are two additional reasons why cashback credit cards for most people are going to be a lot more attractive to stack. It doesn't mean that you should not have a quality travel credit card in your wallet, maybe even a couple of them if you travel enough to justify it. But we're talking about taking the benefits, taking the earning opportunities of these credit cards and bringing them into long-term financial gain. As a bonus on this particular topic, more times than not, cashback credit cards are going to be the ones that have the 0% interest offers on them. It is very uncommon, not impossible. You know, there are some out there, but it's very uncommon for travel rewards cards to have 0% offers on them. It's just not the way they're designed. That is the total opposite with cashback credit cards. It is, again, if we're looking at it from the lens of saying, where can I get the long-term gain and the most flexibility, the most cost-effective, and the most relaxed underwriting, cashback credit cards are going to take the cake. So I wanted to put additional context on this conversation as a financial services professional and as a banker, not just a credit card enthusiast. Taking a hat off of just a credit card enthusiast and taking a more objective look at you being able to take the monetary value of each side of this competitive analysis between these two types of cards, I can assure you that in most cases you will get more value if you play the game right with cashback credit cards in the long run with your finances than you will with travel rewards credit cards. So I want you to comment down below. Let me know your additional arguments for why you value cashback credit cards, or let me know why you still prefer travel credit cards over cashback credit cards. I want you to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and your experiences. Let me know if you're stacking up either one of these sides or both, and let me know what kind of success you've had with the rewards points or redemptions that you've had with your credit cards. Comment down below. To all my pioneers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome in. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to present to each and every one of you every single video. I want you to like, comment, share, subscribe so you can support this channel and this channel can continue to support you. I want every single one of you to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.